The Barracks.
Was home when you left. You're right. The dog was home when you left. You're right. The cat was home when you left. You're right. The fish was home when you left. You're right. Your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, the dog, the cat, the fish was home when you left. You're right. And that's the reason you left. You're right. I left my home. I left my home. Johnny on.
Yes.
Another week, another episode.
Go again. It's routine, bro.
Hey, bro.
Routine.
Yeah, we worked too hard, bro.
Yeah.
We actually didn't think about this, bro. But anyways, let's start the work. I pledge allegiance to the ways and the code of masculinity. Never at any point should the feminine imperative affect my decision-making capacity. And then we go. Yo, dog. I was just thinking, that's why I was doing the pledge. Bro.
Right.
I'm like, yo, we need to translate the pledge, dog. I think for fancy episodes, we need to do it in Vernac.
In my neck. It's gonna have more weight.
Yeah. That's what this is in the point. It's like this very profound, you know. It's very it just hits there.
I
No
think
misses.
it just goes to Lindbergh's team as first black people and African people.
Yeah.
We were given this language because of that, for impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
We stand out. I've been in Europe.
Yeah.
We've been around Europeans and other white people and
Yeah.
Asians. When you hear them speak their language, wherever it's okay, this is something I don't know.
Yeah.
But you don't have the need to ask.
What's this?
What are you saying? We are born.
Yeah, because when we do it, we have to say what to say.
In fact,
Yeah, that's true.
Khuluma khala. La.
Couple of clicks here and there.
Alimele belungu. Yabona.
Yeah.
Many little things, dog. Ngakhumbula just sitting one time, I'm talking to the olds. There's one old, he was from Serbia, I think. Australia, and next buddy from New Zealand. I'm telling a story, and then I went, they lost their mind. How you do that shit? You know, that's just away from the language, so now it speaks to the impact that we have as...
Boga, when now at least when you've experienced it on an international level, with like people that have no connection to who you are,
Yeah.
at least on an indigenous level,
Yes.
right? So for them, it's gonna be fancy. That's why there's a lot of cultural appropriation that these
Over
niggas
there.
employ over there, right? I mean, I'm just talking just simple tribalism, bro.
Yeah.
I call my mans, shout out to the boy. Call him up like, yo, and it's with the mothers right here. I think the mothers is probably Tswana even or something. This is the same tribe,
we're
technically.
Boonies.
We're all Boonies.
Yes.
But calls me up, is like, yo, and then we go deep. And the society, but and mothers is like, nah, what the fuck is going on over here? And it's like, oh shit, so is that serious? Because I had a Shona hand, for example. I was in London at the time. So it was like certain words will click here and there and you get where we're going at. But Shona and Siswati are way different. Some words are similar. But it's Shona, it's
The dialect
Siswati,
is
you know
not
what I
really
mean?
the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now when people click on that, like I'm okay, y'all is speaking your shit right now. And I feel uncomfortable that I'm not included in your shit. You know, as the niggas. Because people then feel like I know at least we have common ground. That's if you are not there entirely and problem. Problem in life. I won't say where I've experienced this actual thing in full effect, because then now that's gonna give off certain energies and then you realize who I am and what I am as a person. So I don't wanna go there. But I'm just saying, as I said when we started the season, I'll be employing a little bit more of who we are as a people into how I engage in certain conversations. You know?
Heavy intro.
It is what it is,
No,
bro. I feel like they always on them types.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
It's never simple.
Yeah.
It's never easy, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Always, fam.
Some 70 says in the nation. And again, we are back for another episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Barracks. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow the Barracks SD on Twitter and on Instagram. We're not on Facebook. Anywho, we move.
We'll go again.
What's this shit? Hey, this chat. I'm excited about this chat.
I can see the energy is up. The energy is up, bro. I can see there's an air of anticipation about this chat from our side.
No, I feel swag about it because I wanted to start the series, with the relevant counterparts.
Yes.
Know, the people that we shall be speaking about or speaking to. I wanted them here, but unfortunately, because they were coming.
Yeah.
They were coming. It was just an issue now of, I guess, convenience. For their scenarios, because we committed to what we do, and then we gotta do what we gotta do either way. So we couldn't wait, to do the episode. Excuse me, but the plan value was to do the episodes
with them.
No matters.
That's again.
So they can defend themselves and we can interrogate them fairly directly and say, others, manje, when this happens, why? What's the style here?
Yeah.
What must also
I think it's about us doing a part 2.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That's the least we did.
Because I'm having big drinks right now. See, now I'm drinking feminine drinks though. The only thing that was missing is for this item to be pink.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that was missing. But yeah, man, we're having a chat, man. That would have worked better had we had the women around. But unfortunately, they're not around, so we have to do it the way we normally do it. So we gonna do it right.
We do it the third way.
So what are we talking about, though?
Today, my boy, it's a light chat.
Yeah, very light.
It's a light chat.
But it's a night chat.
It's a night chat. It's a key chat. Ngoba hey, sibathe siyabuka lapha ku timeline people hey, Mjolo this,
of course,
Mjolo that.
Why does it seem like Mjolo is nearing everybody, bro?
Yeah, dog. It's Mjolo this, Mjolo that, INDODA must.
Yeah.
If INDODA doesn't,
then
we see sign language. So today we're speaking INDODA must. Why must INDODA must?
Yeah, that's the why. For me, that's the key.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because now, as much as the hands are involved, we are speaking from our perspective. Let me affect us in
yeah. I'm just really interested. We must.
See, then you're not enjoying 2021. Tyler,
no,
not you.
Yeah.
But when you humble and passport in Tyler, none.
So, I'm trying that meaning it. The Tyler and the Umjolo to something.
Yo, ding.
INDODA must, I like that. I like that. Because it just brings everything full circle. Kabalula again, you're say, nee, see, I send the le. Ngoba konke again, INDODA must. Ayikho indoda that says INDODA must. Because as indoda, you know what you're willing to do. No, besides must, what you're willing to do. Because the things that you must do, that you're not willing to do. But now, those dynamics have been lost in translation.
Yeah.
Because now, everything they say, you must
do, which is a madness.
That's the lost in translation vibe. Because we know what we must do. Provide.
Yes.
Protect.
Yes.
Parental investment.
Hallelujah.
Then, say Falala.
Hallelujah. So
triple peace. We done.
You see.
You've earned that.
Yeah, boy. Because having a chat with my bro and I'm like, yo, I believe in doing what's necessary.
What's necessary?
Yeah.
Key operative term. Yeah, we need to be cognizant of the terminology of the things we say.
Ufuna sende lokhu necessary see. Uyabona. Inkinga nyalo sekufuneka lokuluxury.
Yeah.
Uyabona. Emzini mawudlile ugqokile
ulele nyalo Asinethu.
Uvukela uya esikoleni uyafunza. My necessities lokho.
Covered. Basic needs.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't.
I've done my job. As a
Yeah. I don't need a PlayStation. That's a luxury.
Yeah.
But in Mjolo, the luxuries go first.
Hold up. Not even in them, Jolo. How times have changed now. Needs now have been mashed with some of the ones. Yeah, boy. So now when we are talking about providing, we are not talking about the basics anymore. What's the food and the shelter and the clothing? No. We're not talking about providing. Is make me happy. The things that will jabulisa me and make my tiki. Provide that also. The luxuries. That's you being a provider. That's why now, as a basic nigga who can do what you need to do, you're not rated. But you gotta do the extra. You gotta buy the range. We gotta do the Dubai. We gotta do the Maldives, bro. That's you providing. As part of the mandate of you providing. That's now inclusive. You must facilitate for those luxuries. That's providing. It's not luxuries. It's you providing. You now, when you fight and say, I know, those are luxuries. Let's not get to the semantics.
Now
So
fight. Yeah. Yeah.
INDODA must.
Must. Oh yes.
Yeah, South Africa now
Yeah.
INDODA must. A real man. Yeah. INDODA must is one thing, but a real man is something else. Because now that touches on your ego. A real
Your
man.
masculinity.
That touches on that. It's like
Again, says we are the ways and the code of masculinity. If mother says masculinity now, hey, that was a problem.
I think I know it was within the first 4 episodes of the Barracks. This is season 1.
Yeah.
We're on the 5th episode. Is it the 4th, 5th episode of season 2 now?
We're not
This is season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Blood.
This is season 2 already.
Season 2, blood.
But first 3-4 episodes of season 1 are saying that about the pledge. No. The pledge, I think, was a PSA episode. We're talking about, the pledge is predicated upon, the whole idea of the Barracks in this chat is, we need to redefine what masculinity is.
Yeah.
We actually need to. Because what masculinity was then and now is different. And I conceded to say, you see the masculinity of back then, very was swag on the hearts. It wasn't fair on the
There was
hearts.
elements of swagness.
Yeah, it was swag on the hearts.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But now, this masculinity that we have now is swag on us.
The 2021 masculinity.
No masculinity in 2021, bro. What you talking about masculinity? You misogynistic, bro.
Facts. No. That's one way to look at it. The masculinity we are pushing is the toxic masculinity.
That's the misogyny.
Even though it's the misogyny. Even though it's far from that masculinity.
Yeah. We're still pushing healthy.
But the mandate now is the masculinity that is aligned with the feminine imperative. That is now masculinity.
That's femininity.
You see?
Then you can't say that's any masculinity that's associated with the feminine imperative is femininity.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, bro. Because let's understand overall, the society is feminized. So if the society is feminized, that's checked. How do you operate within masculinity in a feminized society? That's the conversation we're having. So Barracks is predicated upon that. Let's redefine masculinity. For us, by us.
Yeah.
Because anything the hands that tell you to do is based on the feminine imperative. It serves them.
Them, yeah.
We as the O's, we know what serves us. And we know what serves them, unfortunately. So now we as the O's must come and say, no, bruh. Where do we find the common ground? Serving them, serving us, and overall serving the society. Because when we serve us, we serve the society. Because already it's in our DNA, it's ingrained that we must serve them. Outside of the feminine imperative. Niggas still don't see that. You see, right now I'm speaking in hieroglyphs.
They want to hear that, bro.
Double. And we said this was a light chat.
It is, fuck. That's just now we're delving into the caveat.
No, O's need to get it, dog. O's need to get it. Because now it gets tricky. Like, you don't understand why Imadas is acting a certain way, and you feel a type of way about it, and you react a type of way about it. Because you don't understand why Imadas is acting like that. And vice versa. Imadas treats you a certain way, touching on elements of your fragile masculinity, and you react. Then it's an issue still.
Yeah.
Because she don't understand what she did. Okay, but usually hands do understand.
know.
But that's besides the point right now. Let's just work on the premise that everyone is a darling and everyone is an angel right now. You know, everyone doesn't have malicious intentions when they do what they do. Because we never have malice in our actions. Yeah. It's just, I guess, what do you call this? I don't want to say stupidity. There's a more sophisticated term for that. Negligence, yes. We are negligent in our actions. Women are malicious in their actions when they do certain things because they know what it's going to do. There's intent. For us, now it's just negligence. It's like, no.
I overlooked this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I overlooked it based on my situation at the time. Yeah, but it's like the quack thing and the cheating thing, bro. If someone offers you quack, chances are you're taking the quack. Yeah. Unless you high value enough and you're like, nah, I don't want this particular quack. I'm allergic to pill shots. I don't eat that. So I ain't gonna eat that.
I don't do that, yeah.
But the standards.
You can't have that.
Normally as niggas, yo, food is food, bro. Pill shots, I'm doing that. Kusha, I'm doing that. My bunjis, I'm doing that still. Thank you. So I divorced my days.
No. Again, we're vexed. You see, season 2 we're vexed. Solo just vexed. The Shumaila party were vexed. You understand? Skulmang my team were vexed.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Asiko happy.
My team
we're vexed. Asiko happy. As the party in 2021 as the O's.
Yeah.
You see.
And that's a kulum no, ngoba bathi ndodza ayikhala.
Yeah.
Thina siyakhala ngenyalo.
Siyakhala ukuqita, akuhambi kahle.
Uyabona ukuthi ke sesicabene nemandate emadoda.
Yeah.
Bathu indodza ayikhala. So kuthiwa uyabona ke namajita lawo hayi vele hayi. Akusibo bashumayela inkonzo lengasiyo. Ngoba
but masangene sonto siyakhalela. You see,
ngiloko labantu labanga understand. Ngiko labanye bese bathi yi local room talk. Yes. Yabo nginekhuluma leyo not wavele nasemajaheni. Alas, we name the channel the Barracks. Semasojenda. We come here to strategize about war. And war now is not us having to go fight. But war now is dealing with intersexual dynamics. That's our war now. Because the only thing and the only people who are fighting are our hands. Then probably the system itself, yes. Yeah. But our war is our hands more than anything. Which has never happened before. This has never been the case before. True. Until our time. 2021. 21st century.
I will call you.
Yeah, boy. So that's why INDODA MUST. Spoiler up to the chat. INDODA MUST. Firstly, we must define INDODA first. INDODA first. Oh, Jack. Firstly, what makes you qualify as INDODA?
Jet provide parental investment.
INDODA there.
Yo.
Because
not a maid.
Yeah.
You see.
Maid. But we kind of have to, bro.
You see, I'm just not Carla's me. Carla, man. Every day I'm seeing a madness I don't want to see.
And you can't react because you know I can't.
Well, I know.
I'm
go ahead, man.
I was an episode in Dow Flow again. Ngoba ke nanga bana sikhale sitawukhala. Futhi sitakhala once nesiphinze sikhale.
Yeah boy. Hey,
Listen, That's not for some. What's that? No. Because the reason I say that is because I don't want to explain to people the environment that I work in, right?
Yeah.
In terms of masculinity, toxic masculinity, fragile masculinity. Just in the context of the space that I work in.
Yeah.
Because how people see me and how people rate me online, I experience all those things that you call me in the space that I actually exist in. So what you call me, every day I prove that I'm not that. Just based on the space that I'm in. Right? I find solace in that. But that's not to say that's a good thing, because then that means that actually exists for real. So Lendwala Bakala Ngayo is something that's there.
We call it.
Yeah, bro. So when I see that, I'm like, oh shit, this is what they mean when they call me that. But I'm like, yo, yes, I'm who I am, but I'm not this. You don't know the intensity of those kinds of spaces. And I'll concede to this. Because those kinds of spaces exist, it will always be reinforced. Because if I wasn't the person that I am in terms of ejecting myself from who I am and what I am, and getting it for what it is, I'll be influenced by that. Because that's the structure and the setup of the place that I'm in at that time. That's what they fight. That's what they bitch about. You see me now being all political about everything? Because I hear y'all. The problem is people think I don't hear them when they bitch. I hear you. But my beef is you don't hear me. Because everything that I say is in response to what I already know you are thinking and feeling. So I've already considered your needs and your views when I say what I say.
Yeah.
And you still don't appreciate it. And then I say, fuck you. Then it's an issue. Fine, I said, fuck you. No. Don't take it like that. It's because when I'm actually trying to give you game about things that actually matter and things that affect your intersexual dynamics in reality. Right? But anyways, before I digress too much, bro. INDODA MUST. I feel like that statement in itself is the feminine imperative in action. You know, again, shame tactics. Please check out the last episode. Sign language. Like that's a deep chat. Like I think once you see sign language, all the episodes that we've shot thus far will make more sense to you.
Yeah.
Once you see that one. Right, so it's all sign language. It's all that. Like INDODA MUST. That's shaming you and guilting you into doing the bidding of the hands at any point in time.
You see, the issue I have, this is just in the bidding. You see,
speak.
You will speak your truth. My truth. Right? You will bid. You see, for me to outbid all the men that are in the room, I've got to do a lot.
Yeah. And most of these things are necessary. They don't serve you and they don't serve her. But you need to
now when you get
the O's.
You see? So now after you've outbidded the O's, now this is your trial. You see? Now this is where the problem starts. Like it goes to another level.
You
see?
Someone need a pay like my
no.
ego's boosted up one. No, you haven't won shit.
Nigga, you about to start a madness for me. Yeah? A serious madness. Because I always ask the question, okay, does Umjolo make sense for the O's in 2021? As it stands. Because everything that is a must, kufuna wendiwe needs.
Yeah.
Go on,
I'm thinking INDODA MUST. Go to INDODA MUST. INDODA MUST. Umfazi is allowed to do what she wants.
You see. So out of this whole exchange, because everything I do,
that's time.
When I was a
Numbal to number 2.
Your body. Sendai.
Hayi. No lokulimala siyalimala. Mina sengifike la ngibala khona ukuthi cha. Lokulimala utawulimala. Kumele usalukhetha kulimala kwakho. But lokulimala utawulimala. Khohlwa. Ngeke awini. Limala utawulimala. Let's do the soccer analogy, right?
Yeah.
When you start the game, you got 2 red cards and you 2-0 down. As soon as you start the game, ready. 2 red cards, 2-0 down.
Jesus.
So from your skills and your wherewithal as a body, all you have to do now is finesse a throw. With these dynamics that you have to play.
Best case.
You missing 2 players and you're 2 goals down, bro.
That's a madness, dog.
All you have to do is score 2 goals and not concede. But they got 2 more players than you.
That's a lot to do. I mean, we say all you have to do. That's a lot to do, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So you need to come from 2-0 to 2-2. Right?
That's a lot.
And if you're the 1 percentile in your body,
You win the game.
you might finish at 3-2.
Yeah, of course.
4-2 even.
Yeah, but most
Because
bodies, the game ends 4-0, dog. At the end.
Exactly. Because they still, you see what I mean? You're still lacking 2 more players. So you can still concede more.
Yeah.
So this game is probably ending 4-1.
It's done.
You might pull off a goal because you've got brilliant players. Pull off a goal and lose 4-1. You've lost the game. But shout out to the player that scored. Hallelujah. No shout out to the hallelujah phrase. Anyways,
Yes.
it's that's the play for INDODA MUST. Now, let me flip it back because that's a soccer analogy.
Yeah.
My nigga's kidding. Let me flip it back and put it in a practical state, right? I had a hand that I was feeling. Like, I won't say when and how. But I had a hand I was feeling.
Yeah.
So when I meet her, like, yo, this girl is gorgeous. Oh shit, yo, mama, what kind of valid? Do the math thing, da da da. Start calling her up, we get to talking. And then one girl that's in my space is like, yo, you know that hand like that well, like, yo, but that hand is heavy, bro. You know, she got 3 youths.
What?
From 3 different dudes.
What? What just happened?
I'm in a new area, I'm in a new space, so very I don't know nobody.
Yo, okay, yeah.
Yo,
Makes sense.
3 youths,
3 bodies.
Damn.
That's a lot of bodies.
You see, but that time is double-sided though. Because I'm like, damn. Okay, fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn. I understand why.
She fly.
My nigga.
She fly.
Flat 7, dog. And I'm talking flat. Not adjustable. Flat. Flat 7, which are easy. So if we're adjusting, she might even pull it off and get to a 9. Clean hand, dog. Nice, feminine, you know, proper hand. Because this is the booms now, so very.
Yeah.
Well, she comes from that structure of,
Yes.
you know, the femininities at
The
most. Yeah, boom. 3 though? That's a lot. I've never met anyone with 3 kids, period. You see what I mean? I've never met nobody with 3 kids, period, bro. Yo, damn. Nah, cool, bet. I be talking to her. 4 or 5 months passed through. Like, yo, shit, this bitch is pregnant, bro.
Yeah.
So she was pregnant as soon as I started talking to her. That's the 4th baby daddy now.
Oh. Hold on.
Hear me right.
Let's have it right. You meet in Barracks. 3 youths.
And that's info I find out, not from her.
Of course he's not gonna tell you. You see?
Okay, that's another thing we'll get to.
3 bodies.
Yeah.
Smine,
Yeah.
X,
And Reef.
Reef. All of them have a youth there.
Yeah.
There's an investment.
Live youths, yeah.
They are working all these youths.
Yeah, live youth. Live youth.
Oh,
3.
okay.
3 of 3.
So, oh,
So,
Soldier, on the way. It's my youth now.
It's your youth, yes, not me. It's the 4th. 4-4, boy. No misses.
I ain't call her.
Boy!
I'm vexed.
No misses, dog. This is 4-4. So as I'm having the interaction with her, she's on the 4th. I'm counting 4-4. I'm like, are you serious? This is 4-4. And now I'm thinking, this is me being 5th. I'm not in the picture already.
You're number 5.
I'm number 5, bro. I'm number 5 right now. Because this youth is brewing as it stands.
Yeah.
So if, for whatever reason, I decide, I'm in the party.
Jeez.
I'm saying 5th.
Yo.
But I'm the 5th.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, hold up. 4 O's, 4 youths. Because I was going to take 4 youths, 2 O's. Twins. I was going to take that. Or twins here, and then you're with this party, you thought you was going the whole way.
Yeah.
And then it didn't work.
It didn't work. Yeah.
That was 4 youths, 2 O's.
O's. Yeah.
Makes more sense. Still it's 4 youths, yes. Let's minus the youths. That's about the O's. Minus the youths. The youths are innocent though. No, the youths are innocent. What does the O's say? The youths are innocent.
Okay.
The youths are innocent. So then I'm there like, okay, shit. Going to this picture, dog. I'm the 5th nigga, right? And then doing math. No, I didn't have to do this math because I cut off same time. But I'm just saying.
Yes, you should.
No.
You see now, you see.
No, but I'm saying objectively.
Okay.
I'm playing devil's advocate now.
Okay.
I'm saying you're thinking about this thing nicely now. You're like, okay, cool. 4 youths, 4 O's. I'm the 5th O, and you're like, okay, cool.
Manik, wait. We're saying the 5th O, but it doesn't mean the 5th youth. Because you see now the way things are going. Utawendeka usafika wena. Athi mothers ebabesengcinile nekudala.
Nah, let's not take that. Let's not take that into account.
No, possible.
No, let's not take that into account. Let's just, again, I'm trying to play this to the most positive scenario it could be for you.
For you.
For your maths, when you do your maths.
I'm also doing math. That's why I brought this argument.
That's what I'm saying. No, nullify that.
Okay.
She's guiding you. Because she's
guiding
with you now.
you.
She's with you now.
Okay.
Hey man, this matters is young, dog. Easy, 26. 8 latest. So she can still pump in another 4. She can still pump in another 4. So that's why I'm basing this on your math.
Okay, cool.
You saying now, 4 youths, 4 youths in the can. I can finish 2. 3 if I'm pushing it. But 2 definite. I'm getting 2 from her. She already got 4 out. I'm getting 2 from her. So like, okay, cool, whatever. But now it's like, okay, the 2 that you're planning for is your 2. But now there's the 4.
There's still the 4.
Now there's the 4.
No.
How are you coming to a decision at that point? Because you're not gonna say, yo, bruh, fuck all these youths. And you'd be justified to say fuck all these youths.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't screwed over. Good to know, she had youths and the homie died. No, it's 4 O's. All of them said seat out. Why don't we address with yo, mothers? There's a problem with your selection.
Yes.
Because the first one, we can deal with the first one. But already on the second one, you crazy.
Stop that.
If you do the third one, it's not what I'm talking about.
You're mad.
Bravo.
But you go away and so figure you.
I'm telling you now, let my dads. If I showed you that girl right now, you'd be like, I get it. I get why those niggas did that. I get it. Clean mothers, though. Nice, feminine. You see, when they talk about them mothers being screwed over, it's one of those scenarios where it's like, yeah, nah, dog.
Why did they always do this to her, bro?
Dog. Girl is so clean, oh my god. Okay. Also, because I've got an extra file, I also get why.
Okay.
That's why DNA is important in your life. You know? DNA is important. Like, what stock are you from?
Yeah.
That's gonna count. Because, like, you know, we as we are, we are naturally, we naturally have a higher affinity for certain people to want in our space.
Of course.
You know, the people I'm working with right now, that counts for something. Because, badly, epigenetically, badly, we are linked with those people and vice versa. And these are things that we are aware of because we're cognizant of these things. Yeah, but people don't know that. Well, I joke the cancer, so you don't understand why. At least we know why. It's like, when I hear it, know that it's really mad. Deep chest talk. But anyway, this is just one example.
Yeah.
It was like INDODA MUST.
Still you must.
So, rewind or fast forward. In the context of INDODA MUST, me as a body now, I say no. Because I like her and I have a connection with her, I will take her and have 4 children. I'm gonna marry her, I'm gonna make her my wife. And those kids I will raise as kids of my own. Even if, now where your point comes in, she doesn't give me kids.
Doesn't give you kids, dog.
I'm gonna raise hers as my own. INDODA MUST. That's the mandate.
I see that the mandate. You see, because here's my problem. You see, if the scenario rolls back to what I brought forward, not what you brought forward, where you're saying you're having 2 extra youths with her. If now it happens, which she says, chief,
No youths.
I'm not
Yes,
trying to youths.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Okay, you've already taken the decision.
Yeah.
Now she's robbing you of an experience that you need as a man, that you want as a man, having your own youths.
No, that you must have as a man.
Raising your own youths.
Yeah.
Now I'm stuck raising Smithers youths and
So-
youths.
That's the other issue.
Aye.
Now it's 4 different youths, bro.
Aye.
4 different surnames, bro.
Aye.
Because I want to know. All 4 youths.
Same
Asmile.
home.
Asmile wafa. Wafa being Asmile upon the kids being born.
Yeah.
Wafa Asmile vele bekangekho noma ngabe befisa kuba khona.
Yeah.
Akekho. That's easier for you to take, even as a man, to say, no, this body afraid. So vele, it's upon me to raise these kids as my own. Because the body afraid.
They don't have.
I go to the body, he skated. He afraid. When it's out, he couldn't be there even if he wanted to. You see, because the dynamic that we are used to dealing with is, no, that nigga's there living his own life. We ain't got a new family, we don't give a shit.
You don't give
But
a shit. Yeah.
Intwana, yakava, would know, that's daddy. This is the body that's fucking mommy. But that's daddy there. So we respect, yeah, daddy.
Ngihlala phela. Uyabona.
Limele wona lapho.
Yo.
Kude lo ngakwenza. Inside.
Yeah.
Kude lo ngakwenza ulimele. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but I'm from a similar setup myself. The whole integrated family thing. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work, bro. Unless the youths are young and that's all they know. Away from like say my daddy's gonna fake or my body's gonna fake when I'm like a years old and I don't have a concept of who my body is. And the only body that I know is this body. Then that's my body. But get me to 6, 8 years old.
That's mad.
I know who my body is, and then you come, you say you are my body, enforced by marriage to my dad. I would you are my body by treatment, because like I said, there's also that thing of building a bond with the child.
Yeah.
But now you are my body on the technicality, which you are married to my daddy, and I must acknowledge you as my body. No. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. Yeah, boy, and like, for me, my situation was intense because my genes are strong. My genes are strong. It's like, no, bro. You are who you are. So we can't now, you can't act like you're someone else. And you can't pretend to be someone else because you are who you are. That was real, Jay, in my life story. There's no denying that. But but now Tiwa INDODA MUST.
Must, dog. This was supposed to be a light chat. Say heavy blind.
It'll always be heavy.
Dog.
It'll always be heavy.
Must.
And Boga, as I'm talking about this, dog, I was about to get emotional here, but luckily I'm drinking and I'm in a happy state. It didn't get there.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about my man's situation, dog. You know, he has a grasp of this whole vibe of, okay, yo, my DNA is separated. This person is on that side, this person on that side. Basically, I came to exist from, I guess, from a result of copulation of Crips and Bloods. So now they back on their sides and I exist. So what am I? Am I Crip or am I Blood? No, but he comes from a similar situation in terms of just growing up, I guess. In terms, so it's like, yo, it will always be a chat that's like very deep and makes niggas have to think about their situation because we as men, we make decisions based on I love the hand. Like I'm saying, I was feeling this hand and she had 4 kids. Had I been in a different socio-economic situation that could accommodate for that, I would probably went for the deal. If I could accommodate for it, would have probably went for it because of how I felt about the hand. At that time, I could have gone for that easy. You know, with the hope, which I'm still gonna say my 2 hopes.
With the hope.
No, I still need to get mine.
Yo.
My 2 need to come out.
Yo.
Healthy enough, you're young enough, and I can see evidence which you can put out.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yo.
Can you mind?
INDODA MUST is tough, bro.
Can you mind?
It's tough.
And this is just one thing. But we haven't even dealt with the episode. I mean, on the concept. We just made an example with that.
Yeah.
INDODA must be a stepfather.
So
essentially, that's what we say.
Yeah.
INDODA must be a stepfather.
Yeah. INDODA must be a stepfather.
Really?
Why?
Why?
I don't have to.
I
That's
really
what
don't
I'm
have
saying. Sex sells. No, you
I
don't
really
have
don't
to.
have to.
Genuinely,
Genuinely, I really don't
I
have
don't
to.
have to do that shit, bro.
No. Fair.
Yabo.
Fair. But that's very assholey
Fuck.
of you. That's what I'm getting at. Like, they don't like the deadbeat chat. But I'll get to that maybe eventually because we need more light examples.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna end with that.
Yeah,
Just
because
to
you see now
give
it's
it
not a
context.
heavy
Yeah, so we need to make it light, dog. We need to make it light, dog.
Now
We need to make it light.
put some more on the fire. But it's a seed. We're just saying we're not.
Get the picture.
You see,
INDODA MUST.
I see that clearly. Because again, I asked this question on the Double Standards episode. What's a big name? See, that's really not Tyler now.
Yeah.
And it's traditionally, you know, with all your problems. But you're gonna have a son one day. Utamvumela yena thwale.
Utathola le. Bonke bathi nani. Meaning ngithwalela. That's the because you were vexed. That's the first time I saw you. That's the first time I saw you vexed. Like, no, it's unfair. Unfair. No, why? Why must I do it if you don't want it for him?
You see, they don't want to hear that.
Which is a real chat. Because like, no,
chat,
bruh, you want me to do it for you. But you don't want your son to do it for someone else.
You see,
that means you know it's swag.
You know it's swag. Girls are short-changing us on a highest level. But what's it said? You particular group player. No, Smith. No, how about your lad Smith with a friend? My boy. Smith will fund our lifestyle. You see?
Yeah, our lifestyle as a collective.
INDODA MUST.
Yo.
Yeah, because I saw a tweet yesterday saying, don't put your boyfriend in a situation where he looks like the Baron. One fun situation, yeah. But that's exactly where Hans wants us to be in the Mjolo 2021.
Because you must defend yourself and not be a Barry. Because they know you don't want to be a Barry also.
Hence I'm saying that's where they want us. Because they've got us by the balls. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Smanga dog. Because we've been in situations in real life.
Of course.
We're talking about, actually we're living that. But it's like, yo, now you get to a situation and you say, Yo, matters, pull up, what, and she pulls up with a friend. Or Noma, they say you go pull up to a spot. Like, say your matters, like right now, we're going to make an example of a joint where it's like, no, maybe they say, because I don't want to be promoting joints willy-nilly. But let's say your mother says, yo, we're at the million, pull up. Okay, you know, it's okay, we're at the million, it's like the shop. Must go to the million. There's like, say it's a Friday night, dog, because you know the million gets to popping on the Friday. It's like, hey, we're at the million, dog, pull up. I'm with my friend, or I'm with my 2 friends, or whatever. Alright, cool, shop, I'm gonna pull up. When you're bunny manners, your interaction, excuse me, is one-on-one. That's your interaction, and you're checking mothers, sexy mothers, what kind?
Yeah.
I feed a million. Comes up on. Mothers in 3 lapper, they vibing, they're happy, they're having their drinks. No figure join. For whatever reason, dog.
Yeah.
The drinks are almost done.
Yeah.
Now figure.
Yeah.
The drinks are almost done, dog. Now figure. Drinks are almost done. So I figure, hey ladies, I know this is my friend so and so, this is my friend so and so. Hey lady, this is so and so. Futhi nabaknika kahle bakunika nale title ukuthi you know this is bar for equal lapho ethi
Sleep.
Ego phela number nje no guys this is my boyfriend so limele ngoba she's securing and confirming ukuthi I know this body must operate.
Them times
this is my boyfriend.
Great. If she guide you, she hasn't guide you.
Let's say she hasn't guide you.
Yo.
And then she says, yo, this is my boyfriend. Ukanitolo fell, my boy. I said ukanitolo officially. You've been talking for 6 months, maybe 4 months even. Where should I discourage? But that's not the point.
That's not what we're talking about.
Ukanega mother. So figure so introduce her officially to her squad. Yo, the guys, this is my boyfriend. So figure you know and allow as a party. You know how our ego operates and they know how to play it our ego. In that scenario, you are born the savannah boy. Say with the savannah na. Lona so ucedzile yakhe, lona yakhe seyisekoteni, lona yakhe seyisehafini. Lama savannah lo wathenga wona tawang 3. And you are chilling. While kids like you don't drink, but you just drove there to see matters. So when you pull up there, you parking, you checking in matters. The hypothetical scenario was, yo, now you must leave. You can leave with all of them valid. Because you just came there by yourself. You're not drinking. So now figure that, let's check. As the man, you calculate and be like, ish, I want to hear. And you say another round. Looking figgy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you
no mask?
What you gonna do?
What mask?
No, but what you gonna do?
Why am I buying those drinks?
You yourself, ego-wise, when you see the scenario without anyone saying,
why must I be the one to buy those drinks? I'm getting
fair.
You see, and you say, okay, am I fetching you, or am I singing for 5 minutes and I'm out?
But now, even if you are seeing her for 5 minutes and you are out, you have to pay for some.
I don't. I'm not paying for that shit, dog. I'm not doing it personally. I'm not doing it, dog.
Well, now it's so cool.
You see,
the thing about about to get seen, we are what?
It's
because when we are moving on, I want to get that. But then again, that's a real perspective, though.
Okay, here's the thing.
No, because the thing is, this from an ego perspective, though. Just seeing with
your ego, as a man will say, buy drinks.
Yeah.
Because you very feel conditioned. Yeah, boy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm working on that. Mine is the red pill.
Mine is the red pill. You buy drinks. You don't pull up empty-handed to your It's policy.
Facts.
You see, you don't pull up empty-handed. You see,
so
because you know the stories will now come out. Which way, nah? You come empty-handed to my posy.
Yeah, because that's the check. That's the check.
You see, so from saying closer, move so far gets
something. One of the better way they look down that.
You see,
that people will appreciate.
I had one hand say, "Man, you don't come to my house empty-handed."
I think that's why I think maybe that's when I realized it was okay, maybe I'm a bit fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Because I have a one-on-one. And she says to me, yo, like I owe you a one-on-one, dog. Every time I come see you, I come with people. And you are always with people. And the reason that happens is because you're on such a nice vibe. Everyone wants to be around you. So that's fucked up. So, because I always bring people because they want to be there. You know, and y'all niggas always accommodate. So that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I owe you that. One-on-one.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet. Yo, now we have our one-on-one, dog. I'm coming to see you. In the one-on-one, dog, she says, yo, bruh, yeah, fuck. Someone checked that I was coming to you and she wants to come because we always have a good time there. So, because that's the other thing. We always have a good time there, dog. So I know when I'm there, I'm having a good time. That I don't have to fucking pay for. Or do anything for. I'm just gonna have a good time and leave. No one wants to not go there. I'm having a good time for no reason. No repercussions.
On their
Fuck
account.
that, dog. On their account still. Me, I just have to be present and I'm having a good time. Fuck that, I want to do that.
there.
Yeah.
You there? Yeah.
That's where the law starts now.
Ish.
I'm like, okay, the law says you are coming by yourself. Whoever you are bringing with you is your problem. Me, I'm facilitating for you. But luckily, because I'm an RO and I smack you, your resources are sufficient to share. So if you are willing to share your resources with people, but these are your resources that I facilitated for you.
Yeah.
Because me, I focused on you.
Yeah.
So, things got late, they got nice, everything was proper. But the point that I'm driving at is because I had to then maintain that order. After that, she saw me differently. Which no, bruh. You focus, you know exactly what this is. You're not gonna now do INDODA MUST on my account because I'm demanding it. Because there it was a case of INDODA MUST. I'm like, no, I mustn't do shit. What I had to do, I did already.
Yeah.
Now you are bringing some extra to what I've already did. Me, my mandate has been handled.
Stops here.
What you want, it's fine. Take it from what you are getting from this situation. So now it becomes a situation of, because it's so solid, he can accommodate for this thing. The whole thing. Just on my account alone. And this is from the mother's perspective. Because I can share with you. Because you got me enough for me. So I can share with you. That's for me, INDODA MUST. Be clean.
Cool.
Because you know, one corner boy, I always tell motherfuckers, I'm like, yo, every time you say INDODA MUST or a real man, whatever that statement is, do the opposite.
Yeah. Don't do it.
And that's exactly what's gonna work for you.
Facts.
I remember one of my best homies saying to me earlier when we were growing up, like when we just got into a game and we were just blowing up and we were just doing our thing. And he was saying, like I said, you my buddy dog, I feel like whatever you feel like you wanna do the opposite. Because me, I like me some baddies. I like me some wild ones, bro.
Yeah, mad ones.
Like yo, I'm about that life.
On the mad one.
For real, dog. All the time with all the men there, I'm about that life, dog. I'm about that life.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's why I like. But anyways, I'm about that life. Yeah. But so I was just saying, like, nah, dog. Anytime you feel like you want to do something, do the opposite. And he was basing this based on 2 girls that I had in my situation at the time. A wholesome hun, and then the opposite of that. And I chose the opposite of the wholesome.
Who did you want?
You wanted the madness.
You wanted the madness.
I wanted the madness.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the madness came from.
Yeah.
I wanted the madness. It was never about the girls. It was about the feelings.
Yeah, okay.
The vibe that I'm trying to deal with right now. You know what I mean? And then that's when he made that point. He's like, nah. Whatever you want to do, whatever is best for you is the opposite of that. Choose the opposite. That happened twice in my life. That was one of my homies. And then my other homie told me the same thing. It's like, nah. You never pick what you want, dog. You pick what's best.
Best for you. Yeah.
Not what you want. Because what you want is never what's best.
And unfortunately, I think Hans used that same strategy when they making us do the INDODA MUST.
Yeah.
Because they know, say, Barracks is not just gonna give me everything I want.
Yeah.
So let me do the shaming tactics
to get him to do it.
So that Smile does it. So he picks Smile. Because Smile village is fine. INDODA MUST can you go up.
So guys. More. Yeah, back pocket.
You see, it's that vibe. It's that vibe. Because even that tweet that you saw now, you see, the chat it's also been using INDODA MUST guy up. And then we saw that tweet where Mothers was screenshotting all the e-wallets. Actually, didn't see this one, fam.
Dog.
There's four screenshots on that post. Lekala kuna 250, mine contacts, right? Kuna 250, then there's a 200, then there's a young 150.
One young 150,
then there's another 250 maybe.
Different.
Same person,
but different times. Well, it's different times, yeah.
And then after that, when a screenshot of the conversation, Utsilo Mundu, oh, could me mothers, what am I supposed to do with your small anyana money?
No. She said she's gonna get her nails done with that money or some shit like that. So no, thank you for the small anyana money. I'm gonna get this done. So in essence, it matters to say. So yeah, a small point. The money is only good enough for the
my nails.
See, and this is proper accumulated guap. This guap was close to a break in terms of the accumulation. Because there was this 150, this is 2. It's like, yo, what I got, I share with you. So if this nigga sending 150, dog, that means he just got 500 that time. And he's sending 150 to you. Clearly. That's the scenario. And you say, thanks for the small and guap. But then again, flip back. That's exactly what I was pitching to you. Like the whole of, was last year or earlier this year? It was early this year. I was preaching to you about the same. It's like, no, I can pull off those stats.
Yeah.
I can make those moves.
Yeah.
But it doesn't serve me.
Nah, dog.
And it doesn't serve the scenario because now, if you are Joella when I would say, every time I get paid or when I got money, you have money. Nah, that's my money. I got shit to do. I got a label to run. I got this to run. I got needs that I have to facilitate for my family here, my family there.
Yeah.
So you come later in the scenario. So if I do give you a 2 clipper, appreciate that.
Grateful.
And then you tell me that my 2 clippers not enough, then fuck you, ain't getting nothing. Shit, I ain't even seen you when I'm getting paid. I see people that appreciate it.
You see?
Then it's a problem. I was an asshole. I thought, just like, no. I just did math. You want more because you're used to more. And it's okay that you're used to it. That's the other thing. Like, you're okay that you're used to more.
Alright, continue with that.
I'm not that nigga. That's all it is.
Simple.
When you come here, you're coming from a different experience.
Because for me, I think all are willing though. You see, if the outcomes are there and you see, they're not trying to fuck me over in this scenario. All are willing to do certain things and go beyond for mothers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, like you were saying, me, I can do it. But this is not serving me now.
Yeah.
You see, because for me, the way I'm seeing it, the more you do, the more it's a headache. I don't like that shit.
That's true. That's true.
You see.
And that's the disconnect with hands and dudes. Because they like to say the same thing about us. But in reality, it's this. See, when we get certain results from certain actions, we want to do more. Because you always want positive results. But for Hans, the psychology says, for them, it's like, oh, okay, safe.
Next
safe
thing, yeah.
Okay, I can get away. Safe. That's how they think. See, we have a sense of obligation in just being men. In just being men, we have a sense of obligation to certain things. So if your mother is so pattern right, you're like, nah, dog. She deserves more from me.
Yeah.
Because of Petsegasli.
Yeah.
That's obligation. We have that. Huns only pledge allegiance to their needs and desires at the time. We pledge allegiance to the ways and the code of masculinity. And masculinity traditionally also works for the Huns. They know what masculinity represents. That's why they shame me for not having a car. They shame me for not being able to protect. And they shame me for not being able to put that parental investment in. Because that's your mandate as a man. You know it as a man. Even if you don't like it.
You must.
There's a lot of us as a man, fuck them damn kids. But you know when them kids come, you gotta take care. It's like the deadbeat chat that I was avoiding that I'm getting to now. Hold up. When you plant a seed now, whether desired or not desired, you know what's accept. This is my seed. And it's not just my seed.
Yeah.
I need to take care of this kid. We are full now of food. You know that. Sense of obligation. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this kid too. But you don't have You gotta do what I gotta do. And you do that. That's that obligation that they try to force us to acknowledge through the legislative, I guess, scenario that we have over here where they put you on child support and whatever.
Yeah.
But very naturally, fairly as a man, your seed is your seed. You know your seed is your seed. You gotta take care of that. You want to, you don't want to. The only thing that they do is just make it hard for you.
Yeah, fortunately.
Yeah, well, they just make it hard for you. But you know. But the only reason then, okay, not the only reason, but some of the reason why then niggas become deadbeats is that. It's like, yo, I know I gotta do what I gotta do. But you making even that harder for me. Then what can I do? What can I do? Because the law says, I'm not winning a case against this. I can't take the kid from you. That's your kid too.
Yeah.
Just as it's mine. You want money from me that I'm not willing to give you, or that I can't afford to give you, just to punish me. Now we are fighting because of that. The kid is affected. The kid is screwed already. You weren't born in a loving home. That's why we say marry before you carry. Yeah. But then for us, then now it's like, yo, that's such an old concept. Fuck you niggas. You niggas so rigid. You niggas so traditional. No. The reason we say that is to avoid all these things. We have to have these conversations in the first place. Because you did the right thing.
You did the right thing.
We don't have to have this chat.
INDODA must.
Fuck that. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas now. Every time they tell you INDODA must, do the opposite.
Don't do that shit.
Do the opposite, bro. Honestly, do the opposite, because no girl's gonna tell you the honest truth and say, yo, listen, dog. Value wanna make your boost. No one is gonna tell you.
She's not gonna tell you.
No, value yours must be boosters for us.
And they won't ask for the necessary quota. They will always want to get more.
They want the more from the situation, of course. You see, that was.
They will never just say no. Treat me not.
That's what makes them valuable as Huns. That's why I said Huns will always settle for the Bali that does more than she knows she deserves. When she sees what's a man deserving, and this Bali is doing it anyway, that's the Bali to marry. Because you, when you come, you say rewards, consequences. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Because she knows I can't INDODA must with this Bali.
No, rewards, consequences. What did you do?
Yeah.
Now you deserve a reward for that. Boom. Here's a reward. Oh, you did the wrong thing? Here are consequences. Boom. We have an issue. They don't want consequences, but they want rewards for bad actions as well. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Rather call me out and shame me for that. Rather shame me for that.
Yo.
Rather shame me for that.
One of my homies, bro, he's like, yo, fix up my dust. He's been chatting to this hand trying to see Hans. He's like, no, pull up. Yeah, pull up. Hans is coming INDODA must go out. Just go to some fancy joint. Who must pay?
He's paying, bro.
No, of course. He's there chilling. Just drinks. They didn't even get a food at that point. It was just drinks. Alright, let's drive past Malkans. Huh? Just trying to get a food, fam. Why?
All the way there.
Okay, fine, let's go anyway. Get there. Bill's chalking up. It's almost 5 clean from lunch. We just stop. My man doesn't drink. Yeah.
So what the fuck you doing?
You see? Aye, cool there. Let's go somewhere else. Let's get a young dessert and another joint.
You already put out like that. Let's say 4 clip by mom.
4 clip.
Should be decent. Let's say 4 clip.
4 clip. You see? Then he got pause. They went there. And then he's like, you can take me home now. You see? Short change now. Aye, I'll make some Z. Now you honestly don't fight. Get pausing. I'll call you Fana. Bye. Then you get thanked with emojis.
Good day.
Yeah.
Had a good night. Yeah. Did you post some pages for herself?
Yeah. Post some pages for herself. All good. My man's got posing. He said things like he said. Me, I work a 9 to 5 job. I work hard. Even in an hour, I don't make the money I spent in 3 hours with this hand. I must stop doing this thing.
That's me, dog. That's literally the state I'm in, dog. Like, remember when we were planning this episode, I told you, like, yo, I'd also have the whole attire on and just be on that vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, as soon as I get paid, I'm trying to forget about the stress that I have to deal with when I'm over there. What a hand does, or rather having a hand that's yours and subscribes to your progress and your process, she makes you forget about that. You never think about that. Because when you get paid, that low money that you make from that scenario is good enough for you to get the feeling that you want with the matters. Still good enough for you to do some work with your homies and get the feeling that you want with your homies. And still enough to last you through the month. Yeah. Because you're in a happy place. I'm not in a happy place. As soon as I get that check, I'm like, I'm there, dog.
Yeah.
I'm there. Yeah. Because I'm not happy internally. Yeah, bro. It's like, I'm just trying to fuck it up, dog, and forget about the shit that I have to deal with to get this guap that I just got.
Yeah.
And that's the systematic demise of black people. And I'm always trying to tell my niggas that. I'm like, yo, you need to be careful of that shit, though. That's why you're finding into a lot of Swazi stop. Yeah, it's not all of us that need to be alcoholics or anything like that, no. But we are alcoholics because of the systematic setup of the situation. It's like, yo, the money that you're making is only good enough for you to drink that one weekend and then go back to work for the rest of the month after paying your bills.
But you see, now the fixed cost in your life is INDODA MUST. So now if you're doing the INDODA MUST thing,
I'm taking away from the money that I must drink to find peace within myself.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm accommodating for your mothers. But no, listen. Let me not totally disqualify your mothers in that regard. Smita must give me a drink. This chat is going on for longer than it should. Anyways. The thing with that is, if your mother is present in your life, I drink like almost on a daily basis, dog. If I got the money to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And this is not like drunk at level. No. I need to have 2-3 beers.
Okay.
Just to calm the fuck down so I can sleep. Right? But that's already alcoholism. Right? But if it matters in my space, I don't have to do that. Here's what happens in Angry Matters. I get to her, I bitch, I vent. If we talk about it, we chill. I fuck it out and I'm alright.
Sleep, yeah.
I don't have to drink in that situation. What did I do? A sorrow shared is a sorrow heart. That's what I did. No. That's healthy. That's definitely healthy. It's just that in the context that we live in now, that's someone who has my secrets, which is bad for business.
Terrible for business.
You know, we're moving how we move and doing what we do. That's someone who has my secrets. That's bad for business. So now I can't do that still. So then what's the purpose of a hand? Now, again, that's the first question you asked.
Is it
when we
worth
started the episode, is it worth it? For me, that's the word of that. I have a goalkeeper. My last line of defense.
Okay.
In my house. I'm calling you from jail and saying, yo, hide the bricks, hide the gap.
You come.
I'm out the game, they're coming for me. Make sure I'm safe. That's your job as Imadas. How many girls do you know right now that is willing to do that?
What?
And I have to begin with the extremely legal things. Just to give you the context of what a woman that's in line with your process and your progress is meant to do in your life.
They don't want to do that, fam.
Dog, if I say, yo, hide the brakes, hide the gap, or hide the gap, move the brakes, that's an order, and do that. You're in line with my process, my progress. How many women do you know right now? That you can put from the top of your head. That are not even yours. Just women that you know who say have that code would be willing to do that. How many do you know right now?
It's long.
And then why do I need a woman? But at the same time, because of my spirituality, I can't just go around just fucking
Beating
because I
everything
can.
that walks.
I can't.
Fuck me.
I can't do that, dog. I really can't do that because it's like, yo, that's not good for me. Yeah, you want it. I may want the quad as well, but this quad is not worth my essence.
Yeah.
It's too much energy that I'm giving out from doing that.
Yeah.
But that's a different chat altogether. Y'all not trying to hear that.
They don't want to hear.
And that's where you get it twisted. You think you are faced. No, you're not faced. We are faced.
Let's take a break. Fuck me to this.
Good. Yo, would you put her out and shit like that? And when I realized, I'm like, no, me, fucked up as I am, I would. Like, if it works for my prerogative, yeah, go, do that. Yeah, but that's why Hustle and Flow won those Oscars.
Great.
36 Mafia and whatever, like, those niggas were random niggas, dog, like, in terms of how big they were in the game. So to win the Oscar for that shit, it was that kind of chat. It's like, yo, bruh, I need that mic, dog. If you have to go and suck that dick for that mic, so we have to make the moves that we gotta make, you go do that. As my hand, as my bottom bitch, you go do that. I'm that type of nigga fan.
Yeah.
To be like, nah, bro. This is for the mission. It's not about you. It's not about me. I don't like it. You sucking someone's dick. You don't like it. You don't want to suck that dick either. But you're good at sucking some dick, though.
Yeah.
So make sure you suck it good. And he pays you all that money.
What their mouth do.
Done.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the chat. So now, I hope this is off key, though. Because now, you see what about it?
I'm keeping it in the archive.
That's right.
That's it. Because okay, the argument here was before the relationship, who's happier? Before the marriage, who's happier? Then within the marriage, who's happier?
Before the marriage,
then,
she's happier.
And then who
in
is,
the marriage, she's
and then
happier.
She's happier,
Yeah.
right? But then I think the tweet was basically she saw her DMs and she started paying attention to that, and then she left the marriage because she realized that fun is on the other side more than it is here. That's
Grass
why
is not always greener.
that's why the routine now is a concept that hands don't like, you see. Because like I wake up, Sakeza, you cook for me, I pay the bills, I take the kids to school, you come back, you cook, you sleep. That's what we do for 50 years.
You remember what I said
Hands
to you?
don't want to do that.
Remember what I said to
You want
you?
to do something different every day.
You remember what I said to you?
What is that?
They must always have something to bitch about.
You see.
They must always have something to bitch about. You don't drink, bro. For example, you don't drink. Say you are married right now. Like right now, in the circumstance that we're in right now, we're shooting bags. You are married, you have a wife at home. That's bitching now. That's this body's still not home. So she's thinking, this body's cheating, what. Let's say we shoot this episode until 11. So you get home midnight. You get home midnight. She's bitching. What the hell were you? What you are working, doing what makes you happy. You're working, putting some work in.
Here's the thing, dog. You see, at that point, I'm only going to continue with Barracks if I'm married, if it's making me go up. That's the other issue. Because you see, now the routine requires a regimen that's gonna work for me and the wife. I'm not gonna get married if it's just gonna serve me alone.
That's why it's tricky. No, but now, let's say the music is making you the guap.
I'm making guap
for wife to be happy.
Everyone
exactly.
goes.
So you can
nice.
shoot Barracks. Exactly. That's my point.
Okay.
You can shoot Barracks willy-nilly as you
Any
want.
day.
Because the music is funding the lifestyle of the family.
Okay.
Back was
Safe.
So we're happy. Everything is funded.
Safe.
So now we're shooting this. This is an experience for you now. Because you know more in the Barracks space in terms of existence. Now this is chats that you get to have and you come with the perspective of a married man. She's at home thinking, what's this body? This body's cheating. Yeah, chilling with us single niggas, talking shit.
On a mad one.
Just talking shit though.
Yeah.
Nah. Giving us game, You are safe in your mind. You know dope. So you know, no. Try 30 more to safe. When they get it, not even a single hand here right now as you're speaking.
Yeah.
No single hand. Just saying chats, reasoning, everything is fine. I'm gonna oppose you to the wife. But now you get to wifey, she's pissed.
She's vexed.
Oh fuck, where you? Yeah. And you're like, yo.
What we say?
Yo.
Sex, silence, sandwich. Bare noise now.
I was just chilling, bro.
Yo.
With the homies I was working with.
Yes.
I was reasoning with the lads. Why you mad?
She's vexed. You are not here the whole day. What am I supposed to
You found happiness outside of her.
do? Yeah.
That's the main issue.
I can't be happy.
Guys, the hands don't bring happiness. To be honest, hands bring quiet. They don't bring happiness. Hands don't. They bring quiet.
So you reckon the hand can't make you happy? That's what you're saying.
On my life.
Yeah.
On my life. All a hand can give you. You see if she's in line with your process and your progress. Then she's fake.
She's about the praise.
But she still won't make you happy. What makes niggas happy is this.
This, dog.
Reasoning.
If she's on the praise, she just makes your life better and easier. Not who's
But she doesn't make you happy. She's not the source of your happiness. But she can accommodate for your happiness. She can take with you with the old reasoning. You've come back happy. So I must shut the fuck up and ask you how was your day.
You're not ruin that shit.
Let me just ask you how was your day. And then because you believe in her so much, you are quick to say, no, I had a good day, dog. I had a nice reasoning session with the homies. So that's dope. What did you reason with the homies about? And then you start spelling. You was the homie because you asked. But she's never gonna ask because she's trying to fight you until you find happiness outside. So she's never gonna ask the right questions. Because all she has to do is be like, yo, okay, you're reasoning with the homies. What were you reasoning about? Oh, you know, exciting. Before saying, no man, his wife cheated on him.
Yeah.
And we're cancelling him. What? Oh shit, really? Yeah. Just as she expects you to react to her shit.
To her
when
dead
she's
story.
speaking to you, exactly.
Yeah, bro. Back at it, dog. Yo, we were just saying, bro. Like, yo. What's the price for the outcome that we actually want, though? Because those are two things that we all need to consider, right? What's the outcome that you desire? And what's the price you're willing to pay for it? Two things we never consider, actually. Because there's a price that you have to pay and there's an outcome.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that you desire from the whole thing.
There's a price for INDODA MUST for you as a body.
There's a price for that.
You see.
Because you can meet the standards for INDODA MUST. But what I'm just trying to tell my people is, Wootsy, you will never meet those standards on the account of listening to what they always say regarding INDODA MUST. You know innately what INDODA MUST will fed.
Yeah.
So if you move according to those parameters, you're right. Again, going back to the pledge, the ways and the code of masculinity. The only thing they can ever have on us right now is the redefinition of the masculinity, which unfortunately still they're not a part of. All they can do is influence you there privately when you're with them. Good to know. I feel like masculinity is this. I feel like masculinity is this. But the idea is, when we come and sit down about it, it's us the lads saying, it's a O's. What is masculinity now in this new society? And how do we operate within the masculine frame in this new feminized society? Because let's not lie, the society has been feminized. How then do we operate within masculinity? And that's the issue. That's why now we beef with O's that we actually don't have beef with. But because they have to be in line with the imperative, they want to beef with us. Why? Why do we have to be that divided as the O's?
Yeah.
Why? For me, it hurts me. I think about it, dog. I reason about it because I look at it and I'm like, yo. Because here's my thing, dog. I won't lie. When it comes to being privileged, at least as far as these ideas and how these ideas are executed, I'm very privileged. I can fall on either side. I'm only PC because I understand why that's important from the perspective of why the other people feel how they feel. But I'm also traditional in whatever they want to call me because of Guti, I understand rather why those niggas are where they are and why that works as well. So I'm always in a position where I'm like, no, I get you as well. Where do I stand? I don't stand anyway because I get you and I get you. Now my purpose, that's where purpose comes in.
Yeah.
Again, going back into the high value thing.
Yes.
And that's where purpose comes in. How do we mix these two? You get them, but they not vibing. You the bridge of them vibing. How you get them to vibe in a way that's gonna make sense. You know, and every other day I realize why we are not vibing. Because we need to get to a point where we understand why you're not vibing.
Of course.
You know, when we started Barracks, someone likened us to one of these other shows that these niggas used to do in the country, man, back in the day. And both those niggas freaked out. All these niggas is gone. So the public picture, I guess, of masculinity and toxic masculinity is gone altogether. Because those niggas freaked. Right? But I was listening to some of the conversations that those niggas had.
Yeah,
Like, oh, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, dog? I'm no more offended that you wanna like embarrass those niggas. Those niggas are on shit.
They want some shit, dog.
Those on some shit, dog. Speaking some real game to the people, right? And then I say this based on the account you would say. This body at some point was even like, bruh, these old don't like us, man. They ask we are the bad people, but hey, bruh, it is what it is. And I was like, perfect. How they got you is how they got us. I'm happy.
Yeah.
The only difference is we still alive. So we're gonna carry on tradition.
Of course.
Shout out to Nas. There's a record about that. You might listen to that when the Hip Hop Is Dead album. I think it's probably track 3 or 4. It talks about carry on tradition. Tradition is tradition. This can't stop. Based on the account you would see the imperative is now winning. Now the imperative will always win.
It's always win.
Trust me, dog. The imperative will always win.
Always
But
win.
also the truth will always be the truth. So as long as you speak the truth, safe.
You are right.
Safe.
You're right. And I think today we've spoken a lot of truths about INDODA MUST.
Not enough.
Nah, it will never be enough.
Not enough.
You see. So again, when as a body, me as a body, you as a body, we must look at what the world is telling us versus what's good for us.
I feel like at this point, we don't know what's good for us. All we know is what the world is telling us. That's the issue. We don't know what's good for us. Because throughout our whole upbringing, what we've been taught to be is not what's good for us as men. Period. We need to reevaluate those things.
Yeah.
And those are the kinds of conversation we're not trying to have with people, you know. Because now you must get to a position where you talk to your mom and you're like, yo, nigga, what up, bro? Mind you, what was the play here? When you make this decision, what was the play? What did you take into account?
Yeah.
I'm only doomed in life because I can't have those conversations. That's why I'm doomed. Because at this point that I'm at in my life, I'm like, yo, I'm ready for the smoke. Like, yo, listen, man, so what kind? What were you saying here? What did you slide here for this to happen? Because now I can connect everything to everything. So I'm like, no, I need to know what your play was. Just to understand the imperative even further. I don't have that right. But a lot of y'all have that. It's like, yo, ask those questions. Ask those questions. But the imperative says you can't ask those questions.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
You're gonna further perpetuate the exact same thing that we don't want to see within our children. Because we're not asking questions with our parents. And if you don't ask questions, they'll give you the advice that they think is gonna work. Because it's what they were told as well.
They were told as well. Yeah.
That's when you say, no. School me on this.
Yeah.
It's a mission.
So now, 20 years from now, the youths will know, see, INDODA MUST. Bong.
No, my daughter.
Bong.
Not my daughter.
Even the boys, they know. They'll know it's INDODA MUST. And it's like, yo, you need to see master.
Not my sons either.
You see.
Not my sons either.
What are we doing now?
Me and my sons will just know what's a ballet. Be who you wanna be. If you can facilitate for a madness, then you're safe. Because that's, at the end of the day, a madness is attracted to a madness.
Yeah.
So you must be able to facilitate for the madness that you are creating. Or rather, the madness that works for your identity and who you are as a person. If you are safe with that, safe. Everything is fine. No one's gonna look at you funny. No one's gonna treat you bad. Because you can facilitate for the madness you are demanding.
Yeah.
Because that's what's important. Facilitate for what you're demanding.
Of course.
What are you demanding? What are you expecting?
You see, now the problem is, as we are talking about the dynamics, you can't expect anything, you can't demand anything. As in don't. When you must. Always.
That's all I say.
Comment if I lie.
No, that's all I say. That ain't a lie.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, bro. I'm like, no. If I'm facilitating for everything, it's because there's a desired result in that. Actually, if I'm facilitating for anything, I go 10, go 5 on me. I go another 10, go another 5 on me. That's 40% already. You only put in 10. But you met me at my destination. Still. You only put in 10, I put in 30. Still. But you met me at my position. That's all I need. That's all I need. Until I get to a position where I'm solid enough, it's going to be worse. You won't put in 8, I'm going to put in 2.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm in the advantageous position at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
You know, what do you bring to the table? The chat changes a little bit.
It's tough at that point.
The chat changes a
You
little
don't want to
bit.
hear that.
So, no, I allow it now. I'm just like, yo, bro. Because, you know, recently I've been dealing with the small one, you know, from a situation. I check, which I know small one, man. It's nothing I can do to small one. Small one is just starting on the peak. Still got like a good 4 or 5 years of this nonsense. If you're talking 19, 20 now, got a good 4 or 5 years, bro. You're off your peak.
Yeah.
You're still peaking at the time.
At that point.
Yeah, bro. Because 25 is that cap. It's like, yo, you're at the top now. But the climb starts. based on how you treated yourself, you can prolong the decline.
Yeah.
You know, you can stay at the peak from 25 to 28. You know, but still, I seen you peaking at 19. So I see you at your peak now already. So it's like, yo, it's gonna be a mess for the next couple of years. I have to let you react to that.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. We have to react to that. Listen, man. But it's Swahili, so but it's creepy, boy. But it's creepy. Oh, extra saying the culture is a mad. Swahili. What is of its law? I always tell you this as well. I'm like, yo, they used to marry motherfuckers at their peak.
Of course. Yeah,
You 40, you 16. You both at the best you can be. Come together. They used to set that up. But it's mad creepy because think about it though. Like from the society that we live in now. 16, 18 years old. Nigga 35, 40. Yo, that's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
That's a bit creepy, dog. Don't do that. That's why they shame you now. Excuse me. For trying to do that. Yo, nigga, come on. Go for insana yako, bro. But at 35, ain't no 35-year-old that's appealing, dog. Not as much as a 25-year-old. Or a 22.
It's not even a church. It's not.
But they force you to that because the INDODA must. Negate that.
You'll be alright.
Trust me.
You'll be
You not only will you be alright, you'll be the man that you want to be. Just negate that. With INDODA must. Because INDODA must is always coming from the bitches that are not getting the outcomes that they should be getting.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm clean though. Yeah. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Nah,
I'm safe. I'm clean, I'm safe.
Yeah, it always happens that way.
I'm safe.
It always happens.
I'm safe.
So, you can't even do what's best for you because I'm fine. That's the other issue.
Then fuck up.
That's all it is.
Then fuck up.
I would advise my friend, but hey, if she's on the INDODA must, stay away from her. Pay.
It's a mess.
Unless you are masked away, then you get high, get a day inside. If you're one of those masked niggas, I say go. Personally, on the journey to high value, to be a competitive, successful, intelligent, assertive gentleman, don't do that.
Don't do that. Nah, Beto, it gets tricky, Joe. Because you see now we're speaking that Bali game, dog. Now this is mafia chat.
Yeah.
This is coded language. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. No, because at the end of the day, dog, few things feel as uploma nemaras within cuddles.
Soft
Now you're safe, dog. Now you're fainting. Everything is Few things feel better than that in your entire life, dog. We can win now, dog. We can get a $10. We can get $1 million right now in terms of money. But in terms of feelings, ain't nothing beats that. It's like, yo, I'm with matters. She's feeling me. I'm feeling her. And it's clean.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that. And that's what will always shy us to a point where we are willing to overexert who we are to facilitate for that. And we here on Barracks, we say, don't do that.
Don't do that, bro.
Don't do that. Just operate within your frame.
Right.
And if it's partners within your frame, safe.
Even better.
Safe. Don't have to do anything beyond that.
Now you must
Safe.
climb Kilimanjaro. Fuck that, bro.
Just to be killed by snow at the top.
Nah, fuck that, dog. Fuck that, dog.
Don't want to hear that, though.
Nah, you don't want to hear that.
I want to hear that, though.
Are we capping it?
We have to, dog. I feel like this episode we've just been going off and off and off, bro. I don't want to cap. We can still go on and go off, but we're still going off. So it doesn't change the narrative. You would see as the O's, we are vexed. You know, right now I'm just kicking the drinks here, dog. I'm like, yo, I had too many drinks already, so I'm like, no, I'm vexed. I've been talking for a minute, dog. I'm just looking at the effects here. I'm like, nah. We need to cap this shit.
Yeah.
Before I get topless and then it becomes a mess. Right? So, this is still tied to the chat of us being vexed. We're not understanding what's going on. Why are you people like this?
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
This is why we need Imada so they can come explain to those.
But again, Imadas being Imadas, they're not here.
We need the explanation.
No, I'm not happy about that though, still.
For what?
That whole scenario.
Yeah. I'm not touched.
No, I'm not touched.
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
I'm not happy.
I don't know. So it is what it is.
For me, nah. It goes back to the sense of obligation. That's why when they talk about it, they say, you're a man of your word. They never say you're a woman of your word because you don't have a word. No one ever tells you that word is bond.
Yeah.
No one never tells you that your word is your balls. Right? So you can say something and switch it up tomorrow. And whatever excuse you give us, we'll have to take it. Men don't have that same right. And that's why I'm bitching about the whole scenario. Dog, today was raining, dog. It was cold. I was watching last series at the post. Before I had to come shoot, I was watching last series. I was okay. I was at pose chilling without a stress. But I know we shoot Barracks on Sunday. I have to come through for the shoot. Best I can do about it is delay it. Excuse me. But it's inevitable. We're shooting.
Yeah.
We're shooting Barracks on a Sunday. That's my commitment to it. It's we must shoot Barracks. Right? I got to chill and just sit serious the whole night. The whole day and the whole night. Yeah, bro. Because I got work tomorrow. So I need to chill, right? This is work. They had to come out the house. This is work. But I did it because I'm committed to it. So if you're gonna say like, nah, I ain't doing that, and there's no repercussions for it, you're boss.
Of course.
Don't then now try to convince us. We'll see this is an illusion. You'll tell me abuse. And then you're gonna come and bitch and say feminism. Fuck you and your lifestyle.
Yeah.
No, you know what though? I think at this point, let me just make the disclaimer now. You've put some toxicity labels on me. Now I'll show you what toxicity is.
Yeah.
So you understand the energy of toxicity because I live around it. I know what it is. And you put me on that same cross, that's not a cross I'm willing to carry. Right, Jesus, I ain't dying for nobody's sins. I ain't dying for nobody's sins. So I'm gonna let you know. If you want that toxicity, I'll give you that. I don't have an issue with that because I know what it is. But because I'm PC, I'm still trying to be clean with y'all. I have to be objective and school you on the game. If you don't want the game, you want the toxicity, you got it.
Yeah.
Snap your fingers, you got it.
Like thermos.
We ain't playing. Yo, so we kept in the chat though.
Yeah.
Before I have more liquor though. Soon as this motherfucker done, we good over here.
We need to do this over October. This is not. But we need to do it. He refused on Twitter. This party. He refused the Silver October.
It's October already over though.
Huh?
It's already over.
What do you mean it's over?
It's October now. This is the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
I got my drink on right now.
It's fine. We'll start tomorrow.
No, we can. I don't mind.
Let's see if we can do that. Can we?
Just one episode. Just one episode.
One episode. What? Not drinking?
Yeah, I can do that.
Not one episode.
October.
The whole October.
Yeah. He refused. He's like, nah, dog, nah, fight this, nah. I'm like, ah,
But I can do it though.
really?
I can do it. Yeah, I can. Like I really can, dog. Like I'm a chill person.
But you don't want to do it.
That's my thing. Actually, my thing. Like yo, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, but if you task me to it and there's a
We can.
challenge
Yeah.
and there's a wager, sure, I can easily do it. I just don't want to because people don't deserve the best of you, bro, in any capacity. And that's what I've learned. Anytime I've given my best, I've lost. So I must be giving what I'm willing to give.
Always, bro.
Not your best.
Be willing.
What you're willing. It's like, yo, can I work with losing this? Like the chat that we had last week.
Yeah.
We put that on the episode where it's like, no.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, will I take
Calm.
that? And I'm not calm if I give everything and you still don't give me the result. So no. Let me just give what I'm comfortable to give. Yeah. Chill with that.
Come to the end of the episode, fam.
It's the end? Is it really the end?
Of the episode.
I hope it is.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I guess let's cap it.
Yeah.
Barracks podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow Barracks SD on Twitter and Instagram. And we signing out.
Yeah, we are.
The Barracks.
Was home when you left. You're right. The dog was home when you left. You're right. The cat was home when you left. You're right. The fish was home when you left.